Start.
Hello, good day. Topman Paul-Dike is my name, and I'm here again with my wonderful team. We are supposed to continue building the app PricePrecision today, but the front end developers happen not to be uh, um, available already for certain reasons. For some unforeseen no, for some reasons. Okay, so we decided to use today to treat more of these things that we may have learned individually in JavaScript because they're important. This whole thing began from the journey to becoming React developers. Okay, so we'll continue building our apps. We'll build it hand in hand with learning React. So this is section 9. You're welcome. Let's to be taking us in this section is Mr. Biodo, one highly esteemed member of this team. Thank you very so much. So take over, please.
Okay, so good day everyone. I am Abiodun by name. So on this section, so we are just going to practice more on some functions, some methods or operations in JavaScript. So to get started, the first thing on this place is the spread operator. So I'm just going to create a new file and then call it spread.js. So basically, the spread operator allows us to copy some certain element of an array into another array without manipulating the content of the original array. Let's say for instance we have an array called names. It has some elements. Okay, sorry, this is an array that string containing different names. Let me start with my name, Abiodun, then followed by Topman, then followed by, I think we have Ibrahim on this call, then followed by, we have Madam Gloria. Then I'm just going to add some other important names. We have Ebube, she's not here right now. We have Naimat, let me just say Naimat. Okay, and then I think this is not how to spell her name. This is it. Let me just have just one more name, Samuel. So normally if you want to like copy this array into another array, all we just have to do is just to declare another variable. So const copy of names. Let me just say copy of names. Don't mind my naming convention. So is equal to names, right? So if I do this, so this is going to copy everything that we have inside here into this word variable. So if I should manipulate the content of one, is going to affect the other. So let's just say console.log. So let's just see whether we have the right values, the right arrays inside this variable. So I'm just going to log that to the console. Then let me drag my console up a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to run node on that particular file. Get to this section 9, then I'm going to run node on this spread.js. So we can see we have the array of words names that was inside names. And again, if you console.log just names now, we are going to have the same array produced to us twice, I believe. So we have this. So now let's say for instance we want to mutate, we want to like change the content of this particular array of the copied array, copy of names. Let's say we want to change the index 3, that's Ibrahim, to someone else. Let's just say give me a name. Give me a name. Okay. Please, I need a name.
Solomon.
Okay, yeah, Solomon. Let's say we want to change that to Solomon. So let's see what we have in the copy of names first. So I've already commented out what the original what array, which is names. So if I should console.log the copy of names now, we should have this Ibrahim should no longer be here in this copy of names and should be give us what Solomon here. So let me console.log, let me comment that one out and then console.log what names.
Okay, it's actually Gloria that you. Yes.
Oh, it was Gloria. Ah,
Yeah,
sorry,
Ibrahim is that
Madam
index
Gloria.
too.
Solomon, Ibrahim, it's you I want to change. Sorry, Madam Gloria. Or let me just change someone that is not actually in this place. So let's just change. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just change the last person, which is Samuel, to Solomon. Okay. So we should have, sorry about this. So we should have Samuel, which is the last person on this array, as what Solomon. We still have everything the same thing in this copy of names. So let's try to see what is in our what original array by console.logging this. So you can see now I've already what commented this, or let me just make this more clear to us. Okay, by doing something like that, let me just say copy, so we can see clearly is equal to this, and then original is equal to names. I hope this will allow me to do this. All right, so what I'm saying in essence is if we try to copy this is just, you can see this is just like saying this guy, this variable copy of names, and these names, they are pointing to the same ID. So if you try to mutate the value of 1, it will also affect the original value that you want. They are like pointing to, like my boss we actually say, they are pointing to the same ID, they are the same
The same
address.
object.
Yeah, the same object. Okay, so now let's console.log both of them so we can see the copy and the what original, even though I just what mutated from the what copy of names. I did not say names directly. So let's go. So if I should do this, you can see, okay, this one gave me as a string. Oh, wonderful. So you can see that what the copy is what is the same thing as what the original. So the introduction of spread operator allows us to what? To mutate the value of 1 without what? Affecting the original what? The original what? Array. So I'm going to leave this one out. So if we want to like change this to use the spread operator instead, and we don't want to what? Mutate the value of, want this guy to be, to point to another what? ID, to another object, not the same object. Okay, so all we just have to do is just to add this, create this as an array, and then include the what? The spread operator. That means this is just saying that what? We are copying the all the values of names inside another array of this copy of names. So if we should mutate this now, we are going to, this is not going to what? To affect what? The original array, because now they are not actually having what? The same ID anymore. They're not like on the, they're not pointing to the same object. So if we should console.log this and then run this now, you can see we have a copy, which is the copy of names to be Abiodun Topman with Solomon. Then the original what array to have is still having what? Samuel, compared to where we have it here. So this is just the what? The important what? How the spread operator is useful to us if we don't want to like if we just want to get the value of particular what array or an object without what? Without having to what? To alter the original what? Array. So that's just the essence of the spread operator. And we can also use the spread operator to actually add up what series of numbers. Instead of having to declare different variable to hold to number, we can add series of numbers together. Let's say we have, so we can just, let me just comment this out. That one doesn't really. So on the next one, so I'm just going to declare a function. I'm going to be using the ES6 styling of declaration. That's the arrow function, since we have already gone through that. So let me just call this add numbers. So we want to add series of numbers using what? The spread operator. So add numbers. So all you just need to declare inside this as a parameter. This is the arrow function syntax. Okay, this add numbers is a function, but it's using the arrow function method. Okay, syntax of declaration. So inside there, all we just have to pass is just a parameter for the numbers that's using the spread operator. Sorry about that. This my auto completion is really giving me something. So now I have what? That means what I'm going to pass here is just a series of numbers. Okay, it can be an array of, it can be anything actually. So it now depends on what the logic I write inside this function. I want this function to do for me. So now I'm passing numbers. I don't expect to pass alphabet or character or something. I'm expecting to pass in digits, because what? The naming convention says that this is just to pass what? Numbers. Okay. So now I'm going to iterate to each of those values of what that is supplied. That's using the for loop. So I'm going to iterate to them. So I'm saying to say sorry about this auto completion. Probably let me just put it off for now. Let me just off it for now. It's really useful. Extensions. Where that's where are you? Don't want it to be giving me hints. It's really, sometimes it can be useful. Sometimes if you're still like a junior developer, I do expect you to be using this auto completion like Copilot and the likes of them. I think I have Copilot here. Okay, I don't have it. So let me just reload this, then that auto completion will be taken off. So I'm just going to say I'm just going to use I to as the what index position. I'm going to start from what? From 0. I want to start from 0. Then I'm going to loop through as long as what I is what is less than numbers dot length. I don't need to actually explain all of this again, because that what your index is always what one less than what the total number of the length of an array or of a string or anything. Then I want to what to increment this. So inside my for loop, what I just want to this for loop to do is just to add up what each of those elements. I can actually save this inside a variable, or let me just declare another variable. Let me just say let sum. It's because I want to mutate this as I'm using the let case, so that it can be what it can be. I can reassign what values to it. If I use a const, that means this is not, it is going to be a constant. I won't be able to mutate this value anymore. So let sum. So all I want to do is here is just to what say that sum plus equals, sorry about that. Sum plus equals numbers of what of I. That means I'm assessing the every position of this. That means my sum start from 0. Okay, so whatever the false value here is just going to what to add that 0 to that false value, and then save it inside what this variable back cost what sum. Then I'm at the end of the day, I want to what outside the for loop, when that is done, I want to return sum. Okay, so let's test this out by calling our add function and passing some series of numbers. So can someone help me with numbers? 2, 4,
8,
8.
space.
Is that all? Okay.
Not this
You
space.
will not put the one that we can calculate by ourselves fast.
So let's say 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 8 is 14, then plus 6 is 20. If this ones, well, this our hard number should give us what? Okay, I'm not console.log in this, so I need to what? To console.log, because I'm just returning some, or probably let's just make this interesting. So let me just say console.log. Will this work? I want to console.log sum
It should work.
instead of
I'm actually looking at something.
okay. Instead of return, I want to console.log it. So I'm just calling the function with what? The numbers of the array. So let's go. So if I should run this now, I have what? My 20. Or we can as well just say we can just make this from the sum of the numbers is so okay. I think we've already talked about our string literal, right?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
you talked about string literal, so this should not be
Template.
this
Literal.
this should not be, yeah, this should not be foreign to anyone. So I'm just going to pass in what's sum here. All right. So if I should run this again, we have what? The sum is 20. I have so many spaces here, but it doesn't really matter. So we have what? The sum of number of the numbers is 20. So there you have it. So the use of spread operator to allow us to add multiple numbers. So I think at this point we are done with what? The spread operator.
Okay, I need to show that it doesn't have to be four numbers.
Yeah, it doesn't have to, it can be hundreds of numbers. I don't know, you can just come on. Let me just add some couple of numbers to this. It will add it up for you. I don't know. Yeah. So if you should run this again, we don't have, you can use the calculator. So the sum is 50. If you use your calculator to add up all this, we are going to arrive at 54 because of what this was the essence of what this for loop is doing for you. Is looping through each of these numbers and then adding them together and then storing them back into what this sum variable that we declared here. Then we are printing the sum out to the console. There you have it.
What will happen? Sorry, what will happen if on line 21
Yeah.
you don't? What will happen if you remove the square bracket and the I? That notation.
Okay.
Try, let's see.
If we remove this square bracket and the I, it's like taking the whole. What we are just trying it out. It's just going to say. You can see what it's actually doing.
Okay, so you
It's
multiply
actually
the array
adding,
by.
yeah.
Yeah, is
Okay,
it not letting us
let's
manipulate?
start with what, just two numbers. Okay, I think
Can you hear
that's
me?
series of numbers is too much, so that we can actually grab what.
There's a command. There's a command for default. Take it off.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have 0, 2, 4, 2,
What is it thinking?
4.
What is it thinking?
Now we know that
Who is
some
thinking? What is thinking?
is
It is trying
so
to. It has turned this into a string. It
yeah,
concatenated 0, which was an integer,
yeah,
and then
and they just
interpret it
added,
0 and 2.
yeah.
Then 4 and 2. Where did the 4 come from? For a second argument. 4 and 2. I
Now,
don't understand the game.
although it is oh, wow, 0, 2, comma, wow,
I
okay.
don't. Interesting. Okay, so
Okay,
please go back
you
to
know this command too is this command is also is like, I
part
don't
of
know.
it.
I'm coming. Let's just start with one first. It's just going to be 0, 2. So
0
this
2.
one
I
here,
understand this one. 0 and 2.
0,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, 0 plus equals to,
It means 0. 0 plus 2 will not be a string 0 and 2.
yeah.
Right? And so after your what next?
Nothing. I don't know. I don't know
It's
what the
okay.
next thing it did, but
You can experiment as individuals. Okay.
yeah.
So go back to that line 21 now. Put dot 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 before the numbers. See what that.
Okay. Instead of numbers, I
Let's see
should
what
put
happens.
dot dot
I'm
dot.
just, I'm just looking for trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's throwing an
Hey,
error
it's not going to
already.
work.
It's
It's
not
okay.
going
It's
to
okay.
work.
It's okay. Please go ahead with your.
So there you have it. So I think we are done with spread operator. Although it's not only limited to arrays, or we can also use spread operators in object. I think the first one we did was using array actually. You can also use what object spread operator. We can also use on string as well. It's still the same way. You know, for an object is a key value pair, it's just going to copy the key value into another what? Just the same way it copied what all these values of an array into another what array. It's still the same thing. So there you have it. Um, I believe there's no more question. So we are just going to go to the next in line, which is this ternary operation. So let me create another file here called ternary.js. Did I create it inside? Oh, okay. It should be inside this section 9, not 7. So what are ternary operation? Well, so ternary operation is just a more simpler way to write conditional statements actually. So just okay, let's say we have a conditional statement that says we have let age equals 18 for instance. I want to like check want to check that what if the age allowed is actually what 18 and above, okay, and the age, or probably let's say if age is greater than um or let's say if age how do I okay, let's just continue. Okay, age is 20,
Just do.
the
Just
supplied
have
age
to.
is
Just have
20.
quick.
If age is greater than or equal to 18 for instance, we want to do something. Let's say you oh sorry, console.log you should put you are an adult, okay, else you want to do, you want to console.log you you are a minor. Yeah, let's do it like that. So we have okay okay, let me just put this inside a function because this will not actually run because we are not actually calling anything. I'm just saying if this. So let's say
Are
const
you sure it's not wrong?
will it work?
Me,
Oh, I think
I'm thinking
it
it's
should
wrong.
actually run. It should actually run because okay, yeah. So if we are saying let age is equal to 20 and we are checking using this if statement to check if age is greater than 18, we want to console.log. We want to check if the person is an adult or a minor according via the name that was the ad user was that user supplied. So if you should run this now, what's the name of this file? Ternary.js is saying that what you are an adult because what the age specified but is 20. Okay, let's say we have age of let's say 17 for instance. This should give us very minor. So the use of ternary operation has made it that we are trying to I'm going to write this same if statement in just a single line. Okay,
Half line self.
or probably let's just say 2 lines actually, because I still need to actually declare a variable. But this is the syntax for ternary operation. So the syntax is like this. Let me just give you the syntax first. The syntax goes like this. We have the condition, then followed by a question mark. We have expression 1. This is how I normally do it. Expression 1, then colon, expression 2. This is just syntax. Okay, now here is how it works. So this is the condition is evaluated to is always this is the condition that is always what evaluated. It's based on this condition that to give you whether it's expression 1 that to go to or what is expression 2. So if the condition is true, that means if the condition is true, is evaluated to true, then expression 1 is executed. If the condition is false, expression 2 is executed. Let's do it like this. Let me have this guy. So we have if condition is true, then expression 1 is executed. Then if condition is false, then expression 2 is executed. All right, so that's just it. So taking the first example we wrote there, so I'm just going to have this. I'm going to declare a variable, let's say let message, because this have to be saved somewhere so that I can console.log it. So I'm just going to say let message is equal to what's it again? Okay, so condition is saying that what age from here, saying that age is greater than or equal to 18, then followed by what the question mark. Then what's the first expression that I want to do? I want to do you are an adult. Then the second expression, that's if this condition is false, then want to say that what you are a minor. Okay, so and then want to what console.log the message. So that's just it. So this line 2 to line 3, okay, although I think I can actually write this on a single straight line. Well, I don't want to start messing up this. So whatever the value that this is, whatever value is executed here is going to be saved inside this message. Then we are now what console.logging the message. You know, the message is now what either is always a string, either this or this, based on this condition, right? So let me just comment this out. Okay, then let's run this again. So I'm expecting this to be you are a minor. So let me just clear out this console and see. So you are a minor. The age that was applied is what is 17. So let's change the age to 20. For instance, you should get you are an adult. So you can see the excess of this the ternary operation. Although now the question that will be ringing to your head is, this ternary operation actually have a limitation. It can only be used for a single if-else statement. It can be used for a nested conditional statement. Like, you know, we always have nested conditional statement that if this is this, else if. It can only be used for if else statement. Okay, it can't be used for nested conditional statement. Any question? Are we still here?
Yeah, question please go up. Let's study other program. The one commented out.
This one.
Yes. Uncomment it. Let's have that your condition online too as if age add if age greater than or equal to 18 and less than 40. Okay, let's say less than 60. Less than 60. Is this syntax correct?
There's a problem
I
with
think
this.
I think I think
Sorry,
either the ampersand should go or you can add yes.
sorry, that was one.
Uh,
I did not put what
it's
it
okay.
was.
It's okay. So let's now have an else, extra else. Else, you
So
are too
else
old.
if,
As in
right?
final else and another else. Okay, this will be else if yes, else if that way.
I'm coming first. Let's just have an else here. So definitely we should have an else if here, right? There was the condition
Yes.
for this.
This how we log out. You're
The
too old.
condition age is what?
Okay, else if age is less than 18.
Is less than 18. Uh-huh.
Yeah, be you're too old. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, if you're above 60, yeah, sorry, you're not too old. It's just a program. Someone like Ibrahim now.
Okay.
Are you
Let's
joking?
let's have this like this. If age is greater than 60. Let me remove this and put it here. Sorry. It's still going to work, Seth. Let me just put it back. So here we have what? Sorry, you're too old, right?
Yes, I was wondering why you are changing it.
All right. Like this.
Yeah, we are good. Let's be sure it's working first.
So what's the age I will specify at 20? It falls between these guys. So you're an adult. So let's change the age to 2, which is less than. Oh, yeah. This should be less than or greater than. Sorry about that. Oops. So for 2, you're a minor. Then for 62, you should have something else. Sorry, yeah, too old. Okay, it's working.
So let's implement that in ternary operators.
Wow.
I wish Ibrahim is your turn. Talk to us. How do we achieve this using ternary operator?
This is
I
going
saw
to
it
be.
once. I was like, wow.
Come again, sir. What is it?
Want to implement this in
Although
the
you
ternary
can.
operator now.
Using what?
The ternary operator.
Dictionary operator. Can you hear me?
So
You can type. Your mic is noisy.
You said you can. I'm in the shop. That is why. You say we can do what?
I was asking you to. I was asking for how we implement this thing now using the ternary operator, so that we have only one or two lines of code. Where is Gloria? She's still in this call.
Two lines.
I'm
Yes, is here.
Making
Talk
it
to
two
us. What do
lines.
you do now?
okay.
Ibrahim, mute, please. Be talking to us through
Implement
text.
the same logic.
Your mic has some technical faults. It's not by your environment. Okay, go ahead, Gloria.
Okay, to implement the same logic using the ternary operator, we're going to have our variable declared. Like we're going to have our variable declaration, and then we're going to assign a value to it. Then we're now going to have let
Let me get rid of this.
No, sorry, the if condition.
No, it's supposed to improve on the one you're doing now, not you're supposed to
Improve
get rid
on
of
it.
it.
Okay.
Just add what are you going to add to that line to make it work? That's
Okay, so what we're going to add is the ampersand. That's the and operator. So it's going to be let message equal to. No, we're going to have. Wait, yes, age equal to age less than or equal to 18 and
Okay. And age less than.
age is less than 16.
Okay.
Then, which is the question mark, you are an adult. Okay, currently I think I can only, yeah. A Topman, I thought this ternary operator is used to check for two conditions. Currently we have three conditions on our
It
on the
can
function
actually
on
be, it
the
can,
logic above.
I mentioned that it has a limitation, but that limitation is not really a limitation. It will still work, but you should try to avoid nesting ternary operation. You can actually have a nested condition inside of here. So the first one that is this, then the else of it, you are still going to continue with another condition, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so it's
So,
going to be else age is okay. Else age is
okay,
okay. So
age,
let me see if I get what you're trying to say. So it's going to be now else age equal sorry,
uh-huh,
else age less than 18.
uh-huh,
Age less than 18.
uh-huh.
Okay, so
What
it's
should
going to
follow?
output you are.
What should follow?
I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Okay, else age is less than 18. Then like our question mark.
Question mark. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Then you are a minor. Then the final else. I don't know if I'm making sense.
After this one, uh,
Yes.
this final else, Abi,
Yes, that should be our final else.
that should be
No,
sorry.
after the you are a minor, there should be
That's it.
okay.
It continued on the next line. I actually wrapped the Abi. You are
Yeah, that's
too
that's what I'm thinking.
old. Like this.
Old. Wow. Yes.
With this work,
I don't know.
that's
I
cool.
only know that it's used to check for conditions.
Then just comment what you have up there. They will leave the variable. Let's
okay.
go.
Let me roll it
I like
up.
the way you're laughing.
Let's go. Sorry, you are too old. What is the age that we put here?
I'm too
62.
excited.
Okay, let me
I'm
Not
too
put you.
excited
60.
now, Gloria.
You are a
No, not
minor.
yet.
Okay, let's try 20. You are an adult. Laugh for yourself.
Ooh, so it worked.
Let's make progress.
But
Okay.
but in essence, what I'm trying to say is ternary operation can make your code more simple if you are just using it on a simple if else statement.
Okay, when you're
So
checking for two conditions, right?
just if else statement doesn't have a nested, you should avoid nesting ternary operation, but because it can really get messy. Reading this can be
This one is not actually it's not actually this. Is it what you mean? Because I don't think this one is nested.
this nested if now.
Is it no? I
Abi
don't see this as nested if. Is this what you
not
mean?
nested
Nested
like
if
oh sorry,
it's not
what am I
nested
saying?
now.
Nested if is different. Okay, yeah.
It's different because okay, let me type something. I'll put something
But
in the echo message.
is
Oh
it
yeah,
I'm
type
not
it.
nested
understanding.
still?
It is not nested if actually.
Yes, not
Nested
nested if, but I'm seeing it as another form of nested because we're having a
mm,
condition inside another condition.
if you have this condition, right? If a condition, then inside here you should now have another if. Okay.
This is what I understand it to be. This is what.
Yeah.
But so that's not what we have here. Now, what happened in that scenario operator is okay. Let me read it in English. Show me the. It said, let me say it now. It says check whether age is because when you're dealing with ternary operators, you're giving it two conditions. One follows after the question mark. Sorry, one follows after the question mark, and the next one follows after the colon. Please now, this place, or you be gentle. Okay, it is well. So let me read this statement again. It says if age is greater than or equal to 18 and less than 60, then the question mark now is standing in is saying do what follows after the question mark. Otherwise, do what follows after colon. You understand? So he checks like Abel said in line 13 there. He says if the condition is true, expression one is executed. If it's not true, expression two is executed. While expression two is another full expression on its own, checking two conditions again. So this whole thing is expression two for us. So in a way, if you look at it with the ternary operator eyes, expression two is actually a nested operation inside this one, but then it's not. You will call it an nested if block because for it to carry out, for it to check more than one condition or more than two conditions, it is already looking nested. Already looking nested. So we can. Okay. Now I'm getting distracted right now. This children, please go ahead.
Okay, I guess that will be all on ternary operation. So I think we are actually running out of time. Let's see. Oh, this is the 42 minutes. All right, so let's move on. We've talked about this. Let me mark it. How do I mark it? Okay, we talked about ternary operation. We have object property shorthand. Okay, object property shorthand. Come on. So does anybody have an idea? I have just a basic idea. It's not something really a big deal. So object property shorthand in essence is just a syntax. Let me just say a syntax that allows you to create objects. You know, object has key value pairs now. The property are always in key values. So if the key and the values have the same name, you can actually, instead of, okay, probably if I should put this in writing to make more sense. So instead of having both the key and the value, you can just use a shorthand notation and just indicate just one single name, since both of them have the same name. Okay, let me just call this object dash shorthand .js. So in essence, you know, for a normal for let's just say, let me write a comment here, without object property shorthand. So let's say we have a name, we declare a name to be Topman, and we declare the age of Topman to be Topman is an old man, 40. Okay, now I want to create
88.
So we want to create an object for this party. You know, Topman is a person, right? So we want to create a person object. Okay, so let's just say person. Topman is a person is equal to, so Topman has property name to be equal to what? To be name, right? Or I don't know why this thing keeps throwing
I thought the
this.
value should be his actual name. Like the
Mm,
property should be name, and then the value should be
yes,
his real
yes.
name.
The value, the value has been saved inside another variable. So I'm trying to explain this.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, I'm trying to
okay,
explain
okay.
this property, object property shorthand. Okay.
Okay, maybe you should add maybe you should add something, maybe a main name or real name, to change the meaning of the constant so you can the variable so you can.
Now, I think there's something it will actually go. Let me just say username. Let me just say username. Let me put it like this. Username is Topman. But I want this object inside this object of a person. I want it to have a property of username. To be what? To be username. Then the age will be what? The age of Topman. Okay. So this is without object property. So if we console.log this person now, if we console.log this particular person, we are going to get the Topman. That's the name, username is Topman, and then age is what? 40. So let's go. So I'm just going to node object this. So I have the username to be Topman, and then age is 40. So in essence, what's the object property shorthand? So let me have another one that says with object property shorthand. So in essence, what we are saying is if we have an object, we are trying to create an object that has whose key and values have the same name. Okay, so instead of specifying both the key and the value just like this, we can just do it. I'm just going to say person, let me just say person1, so that the name will not be contradicting each other. So I will just have to just specify what's username,
One line will be enough now.
then this is going to be age. That's it. So we can see that for an object, we can see that this is the key and this is the value. This is the key and this is the value. For this one, we are just specifying for this one, we are trying to use the object property shorthand that allows us to actually specify what just if both the name and the username, if both the key and the values are the same, we can just pass in what the property, that's the key name, then it will automatically assign the value of that what username to this and create a key and value of this, just like the way we have it here. So if I should console.log, let me just copy this. If I should console.log person1 as well, we are going to have two the same objects. So let's go. Let me clear this first. So you can have username is Topman, age is 40, username is Topman, age is 40. So this is what property shorthand is all about. So we can just directly use the variables as the property name, and JavaScript will just automatically assign the values of that from that variable to the properties. We have two properties and we declared a variable that holds the same name as the name of the property. So if instead of us, this is an explicit they call it explicit declaration or something of an object, since both the name and the value have the same the key and the value have the same name. I hope you understand. Any question? Hello, are we here?
Yes.
Yeah? Any question?
Okay, someone is talking to you. He has got a message, please. Read this message.
Yes, he
Yeah,
said my
come on.
background is noisy. That's why. So I have to just send to start off.
I saw it. Yeah, it's not your background is not it's not energy background per se. It's your mic, your audio.
So what's the question?
He's okay. Let me do that. It says, or let me read it for you. It says, his son is he's trying to ask whether you're copying the exact content of a declared first object. Uh, okay. How do you answer? I think it's more like let me answer it. I think it's more like it. If you're using if you're asking this question based on the fact that everything in JavaScript is an object, but otherwise there was no object here. It was a normal variable. It was one was a string and the other was an integer. Username string integer. So yes, it copied by using that object property shorthand. It copied the content of those variables automatically and made them the property of the object person one. Okay, I hope I answered the question. Thank you. Let's move ahead.
Okay. So you can see this is very brief, but let's say okay, I hope you understand that. So let's move ahead. We have the Object.freeze. Probably someone will help me out here. So we have
Your help.
yeah, I need help. Object.freeze. I think since it's still under object,
I've
we
not
can
used that stuff
actually
before,
use
but then
this.
object.
We can continue with that particular file now. This particular file.
We can continue here. Now, this object is a constant, and everyone understands that we can actually change the value of the property. Everyone understands that here now. We've done it. I think we've done it in one of our videos. Where we can say, okay, age is no more. What do you have there? You have 40. 40. We can say
Yeah,
age
yeah,
is no
yeah.
more 40. I can change it to something else. You know. But then, yes, it's a constant. I mean, if something happens to array, you can declare an array, and array is a constant variable. You can't reassign anything to that array again, but you can change certain elements inside that array. So, when I read about Object.freeze, I learned that it's something is an operation that now makes the object immutable. Immutable. So let's do something. Let us try changing. Are you declaring
So we
person two?
won't have to
Okay,
use
okay,
yes. Let's just say age.
okay.
Gloria's age is sorry. She's 12
100.
years old. So
Oh,
now you have your object.
want to grow old like this? You say 100. Yeah, okay, it's okay. Okay, so let's now uh, before we do that, before we do this, wow, that's quite interesting. Let's try to change
Okay.
words in Gloria first. Let's
So
change the age to
name
100.
is equal to what should we give Gloria now? Let's say G.
Bello. Okay, so let's see it. Consider log.
So I will need to comment all this other ones out. Okay. So Gloria's name has changed to Jean.
Alright. So now let's use the Object.freeze before changing it. Let's write work now. Yeah, line 27 is fine.
So
Line
we have
27.
Object.freeze. We want to freeze this object. Remember, the object is uppercase. Okay, O is uppercase, so
So let's see whether you change this again.
nope.
We change. If we change, so it has refused to change now because you've frozen the object. I was supposed to throw up an error, but you didn't show up
No,
an error. Very friendly.
it will
Well, everything you did was a
return
waste of
it will
time.
return the object that is it without mutating it.
Interesting. Interesting. So we are done with this. That's all. I don't know what happened there.
That's fast.
In addition to that, sir,
Yes.
I think I once came across an article that said that you can change the content now by redeclaring. Maybe we should practice it by redeclaring another object. No, yes, declaring another object with the same name and then passing in your desired values.
All right. Let's go ahead and do that. Same name, person two again.
Okay. So
Let,
after we've frozen it
let,
here,
let's work with the same cluster of logs. So start from line 30.
after we've frozen it here again, so we should just
Yes, I
declare
think yes, you
No,
declare
let's,
that. Yes, I think I've come across
the
an
same
article
name.
like yes.
I'm using a constant. Probably let me use a let,
no, constants is fine.
but it's not my
Okay, constants in JavaScript will not even
yeah.
be.
You cannot redeclare constant.
Yes.
So we should use let. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, let's use let.
I wanted us to try constant first. So go ahead, please.
Come on. It's even throwing error self. I'm having this
just
cannot
put us inside. Put us
redeclare.
inside. Let's see.
You cannot
How will you be doing
redeclare.
error?
Okay.
Let's
Let's
not let you
just
declare. That's right. Let's not let you declare.
you should just pass it like this.
Okay. This is outside of the assignment. Not really. Right, okay.
This is a 30. So let me
Take
comment
off your
this
line
out.
34. Yeah.
Is this
Let's
what you are
work person
saying?
2 east right now.
Yes.
Wow. I
So
doubt
go.
if this will work. Wow.
Wow. Da 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 da. That's interesting. So in essence, you can't mutate anything inside the object, but you can change it. Please go and try const. I want to try const. Let's be control. Send that let the const on line 23.
You cannot. It's not possible.
Are you the JS library?
No. You should run
I
basic.
love the man to holler out by himself. Give us error.
It's not possible.
Uh,
Assignment to constant variable. We cannot.
it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so it means that anyone who has intention of this kind of thing should use a let keyword. Wow. So that comes it. Always use const except let is needed. Don't bother about var. But var might be needed sometimes, so depending on what you want to implement. You might just need it. It's possible. You want to define a function on the ground, let it work on top. Okay. Okay, you're true with this, right?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
I'm
move.
true with this. So I think what should I write for this? Should I just take this off?
As comments. I think you should leave it there.
The essence of it is for us to be able to freeze the object so that we'll not be
It should
able
be
to
on the code that
mutate
we
it.
learned. We learned that we could change. Okay, yes. It might be confusing, but I don't always see the video understand. It's okay. Do what you want.
So what's the next thing now? Use street. Wow. Where you get from this thing first? Do I still know about
Okay,
this?
I think we can just keep use strict is a keyword, as in if you put it exactly that way it is there, if you use it, it's the said um it helps to ensure that you don't make certain mistakes like declaring unnecessary variable, like declaring the variable and it's not initialize it throughout the program. Ordinarily you will have no problem. You will not even know. And so use strict prevent things like that. Uh, how do we experience it now? In what are you going to experience it? Want to?
That's no. It's been a while that I saw them use this statement, especially in React. I think they use it in React. Oh,
React.
I've really forgotten the last time I came across that.
No, you just put the keyword up there. That's all.
Yeah,
Perhaps you
it's
just put the
just a
keyword, maybe
keyword.
almost
All
like
you
you're
just
doing
have to do
import
is, yeah,
on
sure
top,
now.
and then start doing everything. So my own now is it that we should not try and declare a variable and not use it and see what will happen?
Oh,
Because that's one thing about it, that it prevents the use of undeclared. Uh, okay. Apart from declaring a variable, not use it. You want to use a variable that is not declared to it will prevent it. I think
really?
let's do something. Let's
Okay. Let
no
me use another
everyone
part.
play on your own.
Or should we have another part for this?
I think we should use this file. Just start to do something silly, something like using a variable that is not declared. When you use a variable that is not declared, because var var is too friendly that when you're trying to use an undeclared variable, it will when you don't put const or let, var will take over.
Yeah,
Naturally. I think those are such things. I'm just thinking.
like this.
Let's do something practical. Do something. Let's do something. It will not allow certain syntax. It makes the use of the var function safer. And then when you have property names more than like duplicated, it will stop. It will just search. All this is just grammar. This is something practical.
Okay, let's just console
Oh yeah,
dot
oh yeah,
log,
friend. Enter that room. Just bring that
no,
anything I know is not
right?
there. Bring it out.
Okay,
Bring that
before
right
this,
there.
let me first
When I
comment
reach
this
that
out
room,
first.
I don't want to say it again.
So we have our use strict. We still have our, so 6 was, we did not declare this variable, we just assigned the value.
That to go out for
What's
meeting.
your color?
Yes, the permanent thing to
So let
come.
me
Looking for
now
permanent.
come and comment this
They
out
don't
and
tell
see
people
what it
about
will do.
many people community.
So this use strict is preventing us to
Okay, having nice coffee.
make use of undeclared variables.
The one that will come up now.
I think
Nice one.
yeah. So this it shows an error when we try to use this
Which
undeclared
one?
variable that says that what norm is not defined unless we come and define it by using the let or const keyword. There is now going to what give us the
Even var should work now. Why are you making var look so useless now? Making
okay,
var look too
yeah.
useless. Put var there. It will
Bar
work too.
nobody uses bar anymore now.
Put it in var.
Nobody uses
It
bar
is all this.
anymore. So it's actually useless. So there's still a lot that this can do, but I think you can try out on your own. So
All right. So I think this is enough. It's great.
what's the next? Try catch. Ah, okay, I think probably this is where we'll stop. Oh. Try
Okay.
catch. .js, but we can still move on.
Yeah, our time is actually up.
Yeah.
Wow. Our time is up. Uh, try catch. Okay, just use try catch and let's end.
Okay. I think try catch is just a statement used in error handling actually. So it allows you to like catch and undo errors that occurs during the code execution, something like that. So all you just have to do is to wrap whatever you want to do in a try catch block. So let's say like you want to try something, okay, and inside, let's say, let me just have a comment here that says execute, well, execute something. Then the catch of it, okay, the catch of it will catch an error, okay, and then it will tell you that what probably you want to, this is where the, if probably something happened during execution, if execution failed, this is where the code that will handle that is let me just say code to undo the, let's just say exception or error, the error actually, the error occurred, the error occurred during, what's your problem guy, execution. Yeah, so this one is okay, something might happen here per se. So let's have let's do an example actually. So let's say, sorry, this is not actually what I'm
0 over
supposed
4.
to use. Oh, not the block. Yeah, that's why this thing was on the line.
I thought you were doing magic.
Yeah, sorry about that. So let's try to like let's say we have const results. Okay, let's say const results, or is equal to probably a function. Let me just say add number. Okay, add number is a function. The function is not being declared here. Definitely this will definitely throw an error if I try to console.log this result, for instance. Okay, now where this catch comes in place is going to probably any error that is being encountered in this catch block, I mean in this try block, is going to be caught by this catch block. So so inside this I want to console.log let me just say error. Okay, you will enjoy this. Why do I keep using this? Let me use the template string retrieve template here. So error is this guy. We can decide to actually have error. That's the argument that was, I mean, the parameter that was passed in this catch statement is going to be, we can have error.message. That's what's the message of that particular error that was caught in this place. It's just going to console.log what if this is not, if what is inside this try block is not successful, it's going to console.log this for you by saying error is equal to what that error that was encountered. That's the message of that error. Instead of giving you a long error like this, it's just going to give you the message, just something like this. But you are going to see the difference. Okay, let me just say error, for instance, for now, and try to probably run this. So we have node, what's the name of this? Try catch. You can see error is saying that what reference error add number is not different. Definitely this add num is not actually what's different. But you can just decide to say that okay, you just want the message, actually you don't want the full error. You can just specify this and say it's just going to give you what the message of that error. The error is a reference error type. Okay, but we are just actually we just want to get the error.message, that the message of that error, which is this add number is not defined. And so it's just a way of it's the way that we want to write our code, the way you want your code to be within the kind of display you want to give if an error is encountered. So that's just basically all under try catch. So try catch instead of is very, for this one now, let's say we use a try catch here and try to console.log that error. We are going to get something meaningful, like instead of having it to throw it like this, jump out like this, we are going to have it just something like this. Is just going to throw the what that specific error for us instead of what is our gibberish meaning that is there. We can try to actually use it though. Let's use the try catch here first. Try catch, okay, and say I'm just going to copy this guy here, and where's that one? I'll put it here, and I'm going to move these guys inside here. So let's go. You can see num is not defined, and if I try to remove this guy and run this again, you can see compared to the way we are having the error being displayed before, you can see how simple it is, straight and forward, instead of we trying to read everything that is here. But this one is just giving us what is actually throwing the error is as a result of this use strict and all that is there. So try catch is just a way to help us handle error that is encountered during the execution of the code of the code block inside our try block. So that's just it. Any question? You're going to be using the try catch a lot. You definitely need it. We backend developers use it.
All right, I guess you have.
So at this point, I think I'm actually done. We are going to continue there later on, and yeah, just like we have the if else block here. So I think we are
All right, thank
probably
you
in the
very
next
much.
section is going to emphasize more on this try catch, but this is just a brief intro on it.
Yeah, so while we are doing our project, the web app, we are going to be using these things, I believe. Yeah, and then some of these things, most of them are going to be using them, and then we're going to be seeing. Um, okay, so we're ending here for today. Thank you all for joining. Thank you. Please keep studying, keep learning new things every day, you know, and keep improving every day. When you learn, teach us as well. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. And thank you, Mr. Bill.